Yeah, it's your favorite unk back in the building. Uh-huh. You know me. I talk about everything. I clear the room. I get the elephant out the room. When I come through, it's just like a tornado, boy. I hit everybody. You might even open the car door for me. But by the time I get through, I'm going to put the truth on you too. So at the end of the day, hey, I hitting everybody. You know me. So it's about that time. So let's see. Just going to throw something up in the air, see what we come down with. Throw the dice up. Let's see what's in there. UFC fighters. Okay. It's time we go in on the UFC fighters, okay? Yeah. Let me see. You know, man, first of all, I don't know what make you UFC. You UFC fighters. You know, what make you want to do that? See, you that dude that was picked on all your life. You that dude that you lost your girlfriend to some dude that was bigger than you. And now you got into that so that you can beat him up now. You lost your girlfriend to some dude that was more famous than you. Now you want to be a UFC fighter. And see, you UFC fighters, you love to walk around, you know, with your ear, the cauliflower ear, and all your ear all blowed out. You know, that supposed to symbolize that you tough. Oh, watch out, boy. He tough. He a UFC fighter, you know. You get a kick out of walking around and people seeing that you a UFC fighter. Let me tell you something, man. I don't see why y'all still want to do that. So what's your UFC fighter? That's just it. Do you know, like, if anything, I wouldn't want nobody to know I'm a UFC fighter. Because at the end of the day, they ain't finna fight you. They gonna put that 9mm on you, buddy. So all your UFC fighting, ain't what good is it gonna do? The only thing it's good for when you in the ring fighting. So at the end of the day, why you want to be so tough? All because you've been hurt by a woman. But let me explain something to you that might wake you guys up. You know, you guys probably like you've been kicked upside the head so many times that you just dumbfounded. You know, this Dana White, this guy making billions of dollars off of you dummies. And see, what you don't understand is that, and I guess maybe this might help. I think this might will help you UFC fighters. Maybe if somebody pull you to the side, maybe if you can find somebody that care just a little bit about you this much. If you can find somebody in the world that care this much about you, to pull you to the side and show you the whole pie, okay? Whole big old apple pie, okay? You cooking that pie. You know why you cooking it? Because you the one in the ring fighting. That's your pie. You know why it's your pie? Because you were the one in there risking your life in that ring. You own that pie because everybody coming to see you, not Dana White. They coming to see you fight. Now, if you can find somebody that care a little bit about you, and this go for all you UFC fighters, if you can find somebody that care a little bit about you to pull you to the side and show you the whole pie, and then show you what little piece of the pie that you get compared to all the whole pie, I think then you guys will wake up. When you realize and you see this big old pie that you cooking, and when you see the little slice that you get out of that pie, I think you'll wake up then. See, this is what they do. They hide the pie from you. They don't let you see the pie. They don't let you see the pie. They want you to think, you know, the money going here, the money going there. No, that money going right in their pocket. You getting a little crumb of the pie. And it's your pie. But they only giving you one little crumb of the pie. Once you, if you can get somebody to set you dummies down and show you that the little crumb of the pie that you cooking and you only getting a little crumb, I think you guys will wake up then. I think you wake up and see you've been getting ripped off all along. You'll see that this ain't worth it, bro. I'm up here risking my life, and you telling me everybody else get more of the pie than I get? And this is my whole pie? That's what's wrong with you guys. You ain't got nobody to show you what percentage of the pie that you get compared to everybody else or whoever else got their hand in it. You see, the thing of it is that when these guys, when you sign that contract, you sign the contract, see, they selling your product, they selling in other countries, they selling soda cans, they selling energy drinks, they have t-shirts and all of this stuff with your picture on it. Yeah, you dummies didn't know that, did you? They making money off of you overseas in other countries. Do you know how many millions of dollars they making off of you? Yeah. They your picture on soda cans and everything. Energy drink cans and all that in other countries. China and all that. They making all kind of money off of you. And only giving you a little crumb of the pie. And only giving you a little crumb pie. Your payday ain't but a little crumb. You get in there and only, like I say, the only way you're going to make some money is if you get big. You know, if you get big, then you'll make some money. But look at all the fighters that ain't big. And look at all the money that Dana White making off of them. By giving you a little crumb and making you think, man, he blinding you and making you think and making you focus on being a champion. Getting the belt. See, he making you forget about the money. He got you focused on training. He got you focused on trying to be a champion, a world champion. He got you focused on trying to work your way up to get a big fight. See, all that right there, that's what's on your mind. See, he knows that. And he knows you're not thinking about the money. And he putting all that up in front of you to make you think, well, you got to chop down them trees first before you get the money. No, if I got to chop down them trees first, then you got to chop them down too. You gonna end up making millions of dollars off of me and telling me I got to start from the bottom, but you making millions off of me. Selling products in other countries with my picture on it. You feel me? They get paid for that. Dana White get paid for all that. He making billions of dollars off these fighters by ripping them off. He ripping them off. Even Oscar De La Hoya had called him out one time and told him how he ripping them fighters off. That's all he doing. I mean, this joker making millions of dollars off these fighters, and these fighters so dumb and blinded. And like I say, they might make about $7,000 or $8,000 per fight. They do good to make $10,000. Now, if you do make $10,000 per fight, he got to pay his coach. You got to pay your trainer. You got to pay your nutritionist. You got to pay for your gym. Pay for your gym training. You got to pay for your hours at the gym. And by the time you get through with all that, you might walk away with $3,000. Now, is that worth it? Hell no. That ain't worth it, man. I seen a series one time. This lady, she left this guy, UFC guy. And she told it, she was like, people say I'm with him for the money. She said he didn't even bring nothing but home like $3,000. She said that's all he would get off of each fight. She said it ain't like every day you're going to get a fight. She said whenever he did get a fight, she said that when he bring that home, she said that goes to the bill that's behind. Yeah, she told him because he had beat her up or something and they were doing an interview on her. Y'all might can Google it and find it. I forgot his name. But y'all think that dude went to prison. Or either he killed himself or something. But I know it was something like that. But yeah, these UFC fighters, man, all you doing is walking. I mean, I can say, man, it's plenty of other stuff in this world for you to be doing. You'll make more money working on you a regular 9 to 5 than sitting there trying to be a UFC fighter. All because you want to be famous. You want to be on TV. You want to be big. Man, come on, bro. This 2025. Ain't nobody got time for that. What you better be doing, you better be getting in the Bible. Cause you don't know the first thing about the Bible. You better be getting in that. While you sitting there wasting time waddling on the mat with another man. I ain't fond of I'm not fond of that type of stuff anyway. I ain't trying to have no other man body all on my body anyway, bro. I ain't with that type of sport anyway. That type of stuff, I don't know. It just don't make. I don't know. I'm just built different, bro. Excuse me. You know, if y'all built that way, that's y'all. With me, I'm built different, bro. I ain't with it. I don't like no other man. I don't even like hugging no other man. You know, I don't even like hugging no other man. I just don't like that. You know, we can give 5. What's up? You know, be done with all that. And plus, I ain't with this holding no other man hand that long either. These guys be doing doing all this hand. Man, look, I don't want to touch your hand that long, bro. Just give me smacking and go on. I'm built different, bro. I ain't built that way. I don't like no other man touching me. I ain't with all that. Ain't nothing on my body made for another man. And like I say, all that hand, these guys be doing the little new hand stuff and all this flopping and all that. Man, I ain't trying. I don't need to be touching your hand that long. And I'm like, why y'all don't feel funny about doing that? I mean, darn, don't it make you feel funny? Like touching another man's hand that long? Nigga, we don't need to be doing all that. Just you give me 5 or 5 bump, boom, and gone. I ain't doing all that the hugging. I don't like that either. But you know, I do it every once in a while. I do the little, you know, what up and back out, you know. But I ain't trying to be. I don't like doing that. But smell less waddling on the ground with another man. Come on, man. Y'all can keep that money, bro. I ain't get that little. And then on top of that, this chump change. Joker might make about $10,000 per fight. Now, like I say, I could be wrong. It might be more than that. The most I would say, if I would say he might make 15. If he make 15, like I say, the more he make, the more they gonna take. And like I say, but he just don't understand how much money they making off of him. And like I say, if they ever get one of the UFC fighters, somebody pull you to the side and show you how much money is in that pot, and then when they show you how much money you getting out of versus everybody else, and you the one fighting, you the one that the crowd coming to see, and that's all you get. Maybe you might wake up and stop doing this stuff, because all y'all doing is making Dana White richer and richer. That's all you doing. Y'all making him richer and richer. That's all y'all doing. And but y'all too busy trying to be tough. You want to have a UFC background. You know, you like to walk up in the building and everybody say, "Oh, that's a UFC fighter right there. Oh, that's a UFC fighter right there." That's what you want everybody to think. Man, let me tell you something. This 2025, boy. Ain't nobody caring about you, no UFC fighter. Because everybody got guns now. And the other day, somebody recognize you a UFC fighter. Do you think they're going to fight you? They're going to lay you down. And they're going to be burying you on Saturday. And they're going to have on your tombstone, he was a good UFC fighter. Was. Ain't nobody finna fight you, bro. So all that walking around wanting to be tough, want to have a bad reputation that you're a UFC fighter. You know, why y'all want to be so tough? I don't get why y'all want to be so tough so bad. Why? I mean, what some girl done hurt you. That's all it is. And that if your mind is snap and want to be that right there, some woman done hurt you. Someone done hurt you, and the dude she hurt you with, he was bigger than you. You couldn't beat him. So you went into UFC fighter so you can get tough. Yeah, that's all it is, man. But I hope I said might wake y'all up. I'm him signing out.